Dear students, welcome back to commerce class. Today we'll discuss the external factors in the microenvironment. So we have already discussed the microenvironment. A business enterprise consists of internal and external factors. These internal and external factors directly influence the functioning and performance of an individual industry. So this is called microenvironment. Okay, microenvironment is the immediate environment of a business enterprise that directly influences its functioning. And I already told you, an enterprise should know the various elements in its environment. So the various elements are internal factors and external factors. So internal factors we have seen, that is what is called internal factors are the factors that lie within the business and directly influence. And also the business enterprise has control over these internal factors. We have seen corporate culture, mission and objective, top management structure, internal power structure, company's image and brand equity. Then again we have seen human and other resources. So these various internal factors influence the functioning of the business enterprise. So other factor we have seen, that is external factors. So what are the external factors? The individuals, institutions or agencies with which a business enterprise has direct and frequent contact in its functioning. These factors are called external factors. They are also known as stakeholders. External factors, you see, the specific factors we can say. They are called stakeholders because these agencies, these individuals have a stake on the business. Means a financial interest on the business. That's why they are called stakeholders. So the various external factors, these are the specific factors. And you see, the micro forces may not influence all firms of a particular business enterprise in the same manner. Okay, the micro forces may influence in different way in different firms of a particular industry. And one more thing you see, all the firms in a particular industry have the similar micro environment or micro forces, but their influence is different. And the success of this enterprise depends on how it faces its micro forces. So the different micro forces are simply called cosmic. This acronym we can use to say about the external factors of the business microenvironment. Customers. Organization itself is a factor that influences the functioning of it. Then suppliers. Marketing intermediaries. Then competitors. Apart from also we will see public and financiers. Okay, the various external factors are customers, suppliers, competitors, marketing intermediaries, then organization, financiers and public. Now let's see how these various factors influence the business enterprise. First one you see customers. Who is a customer? For customers are the people who purchase goods and services from a firm, from a business enterprise. The people who purchase the product of a business enterprise are called customers. And then who is a consumer? What is the difference between customer and consumer? Customer is a buyer who purchases the goods and services, products from a business enterprise. And consumer is the person who finally utilize the product which is purchased. If you buy a toffee for your brother, you are the customer and the person who consumes, that is the consumer. So, the main objective of every business enterprise is to create the customers and satisfy their wants. Last year we studied the objectives of business organizations, business enterprises. So creating customers, creating utility, or satisfying the wants of the customers, these are the functions of, these are the objectives of a business enterprise. So for a business enterprise has many different type of customers. Individuals will be there, groups will be there, government agencies will be there, commercial establishments may be there, households may be there. Many different customers are there for this business enterprise. And the business enterprise, to satisfy the needs, to create a utility, to satisfy the needs of the customers, the business enterprise should know the needs and requirements or the aspirations of the people. They should understand the taste and preference of the people. And like that, they can create the customers. A business enterprise choose the customers based on the profitability, elasticity of demand, dependability, and also you see this profit, etc. Profit margin or price margin, etc. So these different factors are there: elasticity of the demand, change in demand, and dependability is the degree of competition. All this will be seen. Then the price also, profit also, degree of competition, and all this. Then see, a firm should satisfy the needs of the customer, and business enterprise should satisfy the needs of the customer. And it is risky for a business enterprise to keep a single group of customers, because the customers' taste and preference are changing. Nowadays they are global. They have the global reach. So their taste and preference is changing. So what happens? It is better a multiple source of different group of customers will have to select for the functioning of the enterprise. So customers are the main factors. Customers are the main factors that influence the business enterprise. That is one of the important factor that is responsible for the existence of the business enterprise. Then organization. So it is organization is also a factor itself. It consists of owners, shareholders, investors, partners, board of directors, and employees. This group form the organization. We know these shareholders, investors or owners or partners, they have a stake in business. Their objective is to earn a profit, so they should get a fair return. Then another group we have seen the board of directors. The composition of the board of directors, degree of their professionalism, an important factor for the decision making, which has an influence, important bearing on the decision making and functioning of the industry, business. Then also employees, that we have already discussed in the internal factors. The morale, motivation and competitiveness of the employees are also important factor for the functioning of the business, for the development of this business. So organization itself is a factor in the external environment. Then next factor is suppliers. Suppliers are the people who supply raw materials and different components to the business. So suppliers play an important role in the process of business. And you see, a reliable source of supply that will cause the uninterrupted production, uninterrupted manufacturing, and that also save the inventory cost, storage cost. If the continuous and regular supply of the raw materials or the components are there, the producers, it is easy for the producers for uninterrupted production, and also that reduce the cost of storing these things. So the supply chain is very important in the business enterprises, in the business environment. So this supply chain that improves the efficiency, increases the profit margin, and also uninterrupted operation will be there because of these supplies. And another thing, the business enterprise should select multiple choice of suppliers. If there any production problem, if there any strike or lockout, what happen? That will cause the interruption in the supply of the raw materials. That will cause some problems there in the production. That will create a difficulty for the production. So uninterrupted source of supply is needed. Regular source of supply is needed. So a business enterprise should not trust a single supplier. Different sources they have to choose for the uninterrupted operation of this. Then next one is just to see marketing intermediaries. So many people play in the market, in the supply chain. Many marketing intermediaries are there for selling, for distributing and promoting the process, promoting the business market. See, this group see middlemen like agents, wholesalers and retailers. So these are the factors of the supply chain. The agents, retailers and wholesalers connect the ultimate consumer with the business enterprise. This customer is not directly connected, related with the what's called the business enterprise or the producer, and this fact is what's called wholesalers, retailers and agents. And also some other sources you see, that transportation and warehouses. This helps the physical transportation. Physical means movement of the goods. Physical intermediary. You see, this transportation and what I call this warehousing creates utilities. Transportation creates the place utility, and this warehousing creates the time utility. So physical distribution is possible by this. And other intermediaries you see, this advertising agencies, then research and development, marketing, promoting agencies, insurance companies. All these are the various agents that we can see in the external factories or the micro environment. Thereafter we will see competition. Competition is also an important factor that also determines the profit of an enterprise. Competition attracts the customers. Competition is there to bring the customers to the business organization. So, who is a competitor? Competitor is the person who offer the similar type of goods. Same or similar type of goods. And competition is of two types. Direct competition is there and indirect competition is there. A business enterprise faces direct competition from the goods of what's called different brands. Same goods, similar goods of a similar product of the different brands. When we operate TV, faces competition from other brands. Mobile phones, many different things are there like that. And indirect competition, you see, this indirect competition arises out of the discretionary income. Discretionary income group gives this competition. Discretionary income is the income left after paying the tax and other duties. This income is left for consumption and it is mainly used for entertainment and luxury. So a feeding house faces competition from a casino. And you see, many multinational companies came to India by this liberalization, and the domestic fame faces competition from these multinational companies also. So these are the competition. Competition is an important factor. Competition increases the level of the profit. Competition brings the customers to the market. Then these are the main 5 factors. This acronym COSMIC we can use to remember these external factors: customers, organization, suppliers, marketing intermediaries, and competition. Now 2 more factors are there. Financiers. Financiers are the people who provide finance, provide funding to the business enterprise, shareholders, debenture holders, banks and other financial institutions. So the fundraising of an enterprise depends upon the risk-bearing capacity of the financial institution, the degree of risk-bearing of this financial institution. If these institutions are ready to bear the risk, okay, the organization, the business enterprise can raise enough fund. So these financiers also play a very important role for the functioning of the business, functioning of the business enterprise. Without finance, without money, without capital, this business cannot run. This is the blood of a person. Then next you see public. Public is another important external factor in the micro environment. Public, these are the people who have potential or direct interest on the functioning of the business. So there are different people there. They include this government department, non-governmental organizations, NGOs, then individuals, organizations, media persons, and also these women associations and this local community, which form the public. Women association there, then environmentalists are there, media persons are there. So these people, these form the public. And public can bring positive and negative impact on the functioning of the business. For example, you see media. We can use media to disseminate the good ideas of the business. And we can spread the good advertisement. So that brings a positive effect, that gives support to the business. And at the same time, it is used to tarnish the business also. They can bring problems. They can create problems. In the name of child labor or pollution or environmental set, whatsoever it is. And also we see local community. Business face difficulties from the local community, some changes, some expansion program, they raise resistance. So these problems are there. So these are the different external factors which we see in the micro environment of the business enterprise. Public as an important influence. Okay, for purchasing the goods, for spreading the news, for creating image and like that. And at the same time, what happens? They can create a problem, naming child labor or some other matters or some pollution. So many sides they can create problems also. So these are the main external factors that we see in the micro environment. And we can simply use this acronym to remember these things. Before winding up the class, before winding up this topic, we'll just see the internal factors of the business environment. We have already discussed corporate culture. Corporate culture now, value, attitude, belief that characterizes the members of the organization. And this value system or the corporate culture of the founders and top management has an important bearing on what a business stands for, how it does the things, and what it considers important. We have seen if the value system is shared among all the members, what will happen? That organization will be successful. The next factor we have seen mission and objective. Mission is the overall purpose of the existence of the business. That also determine the priorities, programs, policies, and product market scope, etc. The next internal factor that we have discussed is the top management structure. So, I told you, the composition of the board of directors, organizational structure, degree of the professionalization play a very important role in taking decision and functioning of the business enterprise. Also, the shareholding pattern we have seen in closely held companies, promoters control the board of directors, and the widely held companies, promoters cannot retain the control of this board of directors because the majority of the share is owned by the financial institutions. Thereafter, we have seen the company's image and brand equity. This company's image and brand equity is an important bearing for forming alliances. And it is very important for choosing dealers and suppliers and launching a new product in the market or for entering the foreign market. The next factor we have seen human resources and other resources. Employees, research and development wing, other factors, research and development, technology, then physical assets. All these are the various factors that directly influence the functioning of the industrial business enterprise, and the business enterprise has control over these factors. So this is about the micro environment. So you prepare the notes from micro environment and learn. Then next we'll meet with the micro environment. Thank you.